Well, junk fam, today's the day. Truck cleanup. And it's a filthy mess. So hang loose with the junk fam and see what we can get into. We pulled a few items out. But that's what it's looking like after this week. Oh man. Just an absolute train wreck. But pretty much all the essentials that you need are in this truck. I mean, just every nook and cranny is just packed full of junk removal stuff that we use. I mean, there's some stuff in here, big roll of copper, things like that I got to pull out of here from yesterday, but just all this stuff, man. Yeah. See, Curtis's side of the truck's all nice and clean, except for the wire snips. Those are my mess, but his gloves, whatever. But yeah, we're going to knock it out. Hey, what's up, Dixer? Are you gonna help us clean the truck? You know, I always see a lot of questions about, you know, what do you use or what do you need to do junk removal and all that kind of stuff. So today's the perfect day for that, for me to just walk through each and every item, and here we go. You ready? Start with a couple of the absolute essentials. Furniture dollies and a good multi-use dolly. Of course, your shovels. We've got, you know, your standard, and then we have our super heavy duty. Look at this bad boy. This thing is like solid aluminum, a little bit harder jobs, that kind of thing. Also, a nice good nail roller. We like these cheap ones from Harbor Freight. They're real easy to use. They're small. They don't take up a lot of space. Of course, you got to get yourself a set of cones, guys. Use your cones. Makes you look a lot more professional, and you get a lot more professional money out of the deal. Of course, you got to have your leaf blower, man. You got to have your leaf blower. Now, I also use not only just this sledge. I had a nice 4-pound small one that I actually left in the load, and it got dumped recently. But I also use an axe, a 3 to 5 pound axe. I have both of them, and they're both hanging on the trailer. Nice massive crescent wrench for some of my different trailer applications, different components is what I use that for. I also have this kit that has about every bit in it. I have 2 of them. I also have a bit in the here we go, right here. I also use this one a lot. This one here has got just about everything in it. We really like this one a lot. So when we carry our screw guns in, we really like these Makitas. Man, I feel like I just never charge the batteries, and they're always working good. Of course, a lot of Hornet spray. You can walk into one of these sheds with one of these and blast it with one of these guys. Now, I've tried them all. As you can see, we've tried them all. We buy this stuff by the case. You can walk into one of these sheds and you can actually spray this, and it confuses them, and they just leave you alone. Or if you want, you can go after the nests and spray the nests, but this stuff will actually confuse them so badly they just kind of like run for the hills. We love this stuff. Use a lot of it. Let's see what else we got here. Of course, you gotta have your respirators. I don't know if you guys do a lot of basement cleanouts or bigger cleanouts. We love bigger cleanouts, and these, we recently stumbled upon them and tried them, and we absolutely love them. I can't say enough about these 3M respirator masks. Of course, I wouldn't buy these. I got a bunch of these from junk removal. These zip ties right here, and these come in really handy with those weird, like folding power beds that flop all over the place and stuff like that. Man, those things are great. Of course, your trusty mattress bags, your Tyvek suit. We don't ever use the booties. We usually just take our shoes off if we have to, but we've got them just in case we do need them in some of the $1 million homes. Hard hat for a couple of the dumps that we go to. You got to wear a hard hat, so there you go. There's your hard hat. Plenty of tape. We tape every fridge. Well, we kind of stopped doing it lately, but we definitely need to get back to it. A couple different chainsaws. We've got the gas powered Still, we've also got the battery powered. DeWalt, I don't know. I lean more towards the gas one as of late. That thing there, man, not only does it leak oil all over the place, and it's our second one, not our first, it's our second. It does the same thing the other one did, so I guess it's just what they do. I got this DeWalt battery powered grease gun. Grease everything you got in about 15 minutes. I don't know if you guys do roll-offs or anything like that, but if you do all that kind of stuff, big time necessity. Now this here is one of our world champions. This thing here we use constantly. Carry about 4 or 5 batteries, a lot of different blades. I really like the you know, the little Chubb metal blade. It's probably my favorite blade of all of them. Gotta have an air compressor. I'm telling you now, this thing here, I don't carry any fix-it flat or anything like that. If you've got an air compressor and you got one of these, thank you Hale Estate, he's the one who suggested this to me. I don't know how long ago, but I am telling you right now, this thing, Curtis will plug a tire in literally 2 or 3 minutes. I mean, just like it's nothing. Pop that bad boy onto the, you know, on the air compressor there, that tire, boom, we're back on the road. I mean, it's literally just a couple minutes. I have a couple of different toolboxes, but the main one that we use, this one right here, this 72 piece set. I use the tar out of this thing constantly, and I'll tell you right now, that thing is, man, it's a durable little case, comes in real handy. Obviously I just carry one of those just to carry it. I had a guy the other day ask me if I'd undo my pintle and just pull his trailer to the down. I got to thinking about it. I didn't do it, but I was prepared because I have a multi-hitch receiver deal, not receiver, but multi-hitch there. I could have just popped it on there and, you know, took off my pintle there and went ahead and did it. Pry bars. Okay, that's the mean purple. Comes in really, really handy. Now this big one here, you'll see a lot of guys, especially in the roll-off business, use these a lot, but they do come in handy in all kinds of arenas. However, Curtis is like strong as a bull, so in a lot of cases we don't need it, but if I'm by myself or something, then I would definitely be using that a little more. Skill saw, cut a metal shed right in half without even thinking about it. I've got a couple other items in here, a couple hammers, that kind of thing. An assortment of brooms. We got a real stiff broom, then we got a little bit softer broom. Plenty of straps. You know, these rubber straps, multiple sizes. A lot of these straps, man, we use them constantly. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys a little trick here. You get you one of these, I don't know what they call these things, dumpster in a bag deals. Okay, you get a big cardboard job that's like in an apartment or something. You drag this thing up there and fill this thing up. You would not believe how much cardboard you can pile in one of these and drag it right out. We've literally took up a whole elevator in one on 2 trips and just got this massive pile of boxes out of this gal's apartment downtown. So anyway, those things come in real handy for stuff like that. And this bad boy right here, these little ones are, man, are they awesome. We've used this thing. I mean, this thing, I would hate to even think, oh gosh. I mean, it's got a bunch of wear holes, must, you know, pulling it down things and stuff like that. But very handy. I strongly suggest getting one of those. You will use it. I promise you will use it. A couple of extra tarps. I mean, not tarps, but you know, the nets, you know, for tarping. I do the roll-offs, so I always carry a couple extra of those, and I also carry some of these big bad boys. You know, set the dumpsters on, get them up a little bit easier if I think it's going to be really heavy. But yeah, right there, you get a pretty good idea of all the stuff that we use. All this stuff, all of it. I mean, that over there is a little bucket of grease. Those are a couple of buckets for just, you know, miscellaneous items that we always have, and we have, I want to say, 30 or 40 of these little buckets. We use these little buckets for everything. We don't use big cans anymore. I do like these, but even these are a little bit heavy and cumbersome. I just leave this one in the back of the truck with my tools in it. So I really think that those ones, and you'll pick those up at jobs. You'll have so many of them, you won't even know what to do with them. But yeah, there you go, man. That's pretty much the whole arsenal. Now, here's what goes in my dash. I have 2 phones to run my business. I've got cards, I've got chargers, I've got one of these wireless chargers here, a couple of different card readers. We use Converge. We also use Clover. You know, just some miscellaneous items. Here's the remote for my roll-off trailer right here. But yeah, all this goes right in my little center console deal. These are the phones. One of these phones I just leave hooked up to my truck all the time, and it runs my maps right through my dash on that Android Auto setup. And it's pretty slick. In here I do also keep an extension cord. I forgot to mention that. I do keep an extension cord. Then I have another little in my door. Let me show you what I got in my door. I keep a tape measure. I keep a big flashlight. And a couple of these wrenches right here are specifically for changing these bolts right here. These guys right here. So when I have to change this and, you know, level up, level down, or anything like that, that's what these guys. So I just leave them right in my door because I end up doing it a lot. There you go. A couple of clear bins, more buckets, and there you have it. And that's a wrap. Well, not so fast. Let me go ahead and show you here what I keep on the trailer. So I've got this axe here, and then this axe here. And I mean, just the other day, I use this thing for about 4 hours straight. We use this one as well. You can see that's where I stage my dumpsters over here. Now, if something gives us a real hard time, we go old school and go to the Mac down. I mean, that dang thing. Oof. I think it'd knock you silly. This is just all the stuff from yesterday. I mean, I got that full load there and this one. But today is wash day. And out here's where I charge my trailers. Charge all my trailers right here. And I gotta tell you, man, I haven't had the opportunity to do like videos and stuff. I literally get up at 6:30. Curtis is, you know, beating the door down, and we're in the truck and on our way. We don't get home till 7, 8 at night. And so I just don't really have time to do these like videos and stuff like I used to. So I'm gonna really try and pace myself and do a little bit more of that. And I hope you guys seen something in this video that, like, maybe a tool or an idea that you didn't have. But the other thing I would say is keep a clean truck. Because, man, you know, this truck is filthy. If you really look at it, it is just filthy. It is filthy, man. That's just junk removal, though. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, if you're busy, that's what it ends up looking like. You know what I mean? So I got these cats, and they're gonna do me up so I can go spend some time with my wife. Look at our floor mats. Look at that. So you get an idea. You can see that, you know, a lot of work. I mean, then to go make a video can be kind of cumbersome. Oh. Hey, don't forget your vest for the dumper. So now that she's all shined up, let's take a look real quick. So it's kind of how I load it. I got my blocks, tie downs, rubber tie downs or straps, my dolly, my 2 brooms, both of my small furniture dollies, a big furniture dolly, extra tarp net, if you will. Both my shovels. Let's take a look in here. Always keep a bunch of extra tape. I went to this clear bin because I got tired of the bags and never being able to see what was in them. So this here's got screw guns, you know, all of our bits, all that kind of stuff, all my blades for my Sawzall. Over there we've got respirators and all kind of the safety stuff, you know. We got the compressor, leaf blower, my toolbox, chainsaw. I'm going away from the battery powered chainsaw. I'm now just going to use gas. Obviously we've got our zip ties in case we get an unruly customer. No, we just use these for like a lot of stuff like I mentioned earlier. Back to my door, I got my favorite cutters in here, my flashlight, my stuff to change my levels on my pintle hitch, and now it's time to change the oil. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna change the oil and try and finish her up. All right, so the truck is clean, all the tools are put back, but it wouldn't be complete if I didn't do the rest of the maintenance. All the grease, greased it all up, got me a new hitch receiver. Look at that Mac Daddy. Can you see that bad boy? That thing is gnarly. 20,000 pounder. Also, I got some of these 14 ply bad mamma jammas. I mean, look how thick those things are. Super thick, 14 ply. I mean, just some crazy thick tires. Yeah, and so I figured wouldn't be complete without getting the rest of the maintenance done. But anyway, there you have it. Pretty much everything I carry in my junk removal getup. I'll probably end up showing you my setup, you know, at some point. But anyway, y'all have a blessed day and go to church. Many blessings.